Loveline is meant for an adult audience.
Loveline is meant for an adult audience.
Loveline may contain sexually oriented content.
Loveline may contain sexually oriented content.
Listener discretion is advised.
Listener discretion is advised.
Loveline.
1-800-LOVE-191.
Loveline starts now.
It does indeed. Hey, I'm Dr. Drew. This is Loveline, and tonight, finally, the one and only, the great Tom Green.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
nice?
That's an intro.
Well, we've been trying to get you up here since the last contact we had in front of a microphone or camera was like 1999.
Yeah, on the TV show on MTV.
On MTV, and you were
on
just
the Loveline show on MTV.
The Loveline show on MTV, and I think you were just kind of getting going on MTV back then.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, yeah.
And a lot has gone on since then.
Yeah, no, this is exciting. I'm a little nervous about it, though.
Really?
I must admit, I get a little nervous because there's going to be all this sort of sexual talk.
Yeah, it's tough
and
for you,
I tend
I know.
to be a little bashful when it comes to that kind of thing.
Well, we'll get you in this. Don't worry. Our callers break everyone in. It's anybody. In fact, one of the other things we have tonight is Lonnie Anderson.
Wow.
She's kind of running around here doing errands. A long story, but she's doing a television show that involves a radio station, very much like WKRP. And she'll be running around here and may late in the show get on the mic a little bit. And
I know. You told me she was coming, so I brought my video camera.
That's cool.
I want to get her to do something for my website.
The website is www.
Yeah,
Turn up Tom.
Yeah,
it says.
TomGreen.com. Yeah, TomGreen.com.
TomGreen.com. Where you can
it's
see his interview with Lonnie Anderson.
Yeah, where you can see it. Well, I've been doing my website for years, but it's just it's like a hobby, like a little addiction kind of thing. That
You do a lot of blogging on
I do
stuff?
blogging, and then I take goofy video everywhere I go and post it up from the house, and it's a lot of fun.
You know, I am a huge listen.
Well, what was that sound?
There's a hockey.
Somebody dropped something?
I am a Tom Green fan / aficionado, and I liked Freddie Got Fingered a lot.
Oh yeah,
I laughed my ass off.
Yeah, Jackie told me that.
I like that. I liked your talk show a lot, and there's still some images like emblazoned in my head of that. Remember you did that cross country thing with your buddy?
Yeah.
And you found a deer head.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we found a lot of dead animal carcasses over the years.
Oh my God! And you're just tormenting your friend with the dead animal.
You know,
he's hungry and cold.
Oh yeah, that was the dead cat, I believe.
I saw cats, deer
dead
heads.
deer. I remember the dead deer.
Deer feet.
That dead deer.
He almost kicked the crap out of you.
We did the tap dancing with the hooves. The hooves cloppity-clopping on the pavement.
It's
a little sort of.
My wife and I have had.
It was the Gregory Hines impression.
Yes, right.
You know, when we tapped the dead hooves on the pavement and said, "I'm Gregory Hines. I'm Gregory Hines." You know, it was
highbrow humor.
Yeah,
highbrow.
He was up there.
Well, I like it. It. I had a lot of poignant moments. Me and my wife lying in bed watching you, and the most recently was you in Italy.
Oh yeah, I just had fun over in Italy. I was over there doing stuff for Jay Leno over there at the Tonight Show, and spent 3 weeks over there running around, goofing around in Italy. It's fun. It's fun, you know. Sometimes doing that on the street comedy stuff in foreign countries, because a lot of the times, you know, there was really zero communication going on, so it would force you into sort of physical shtick, you know, which is always fun. You know?
The awkwardness was hysterical.
Yeah, just talking to a couple of some Chinese athletes, and everyone's got cool jackets too.
Yes,
so
that's nice.
Yeah,
so visually, it's nice.
Visually, it's nice.
Appealing.
It wouldn't be a good radio show, though. I don't think.
And we just died when you were talking to. I think it was a Japanese guy, an Asian guy who did not speak English. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, sure.
And began.
That was him. That was him right there.
And you wanted to prove that you could communicate without language, without English.
Yeah,
without not knowing their language.
That was something that just happened kind of spontaneously. Yeah, we were walking down the street, and then I sort of thought of that Close Encounters of the Third Kind thing, and we started communicating through music. You know,
beep, beep, beep,
yeah,
beep.
it was good with the Japanese guy who couldn't speak English. Yeah, that guy.
That's him.
What is that? Are you doing that?
No, it's Anderson back. We feed this back to a satellite area.
Okay.
There's another engineer, master engineer.
Where's the sound effects department?
Anderson, why'd you ring in here? Just say hi to Tom so he doesn't freak out.
What's up, Tom? How are you?
There.
Hey, and where is he?
He's about a mile down the road here.
A mile down the road.
Yes, he's with Lonnie right now.
Pembroke, Ontario.
Oh, you're really from Pembroke, Ontario?
I spent a lot of time there as a kid, so I know all about you.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah, that's where I was born.
The hell are you doing in Pembroke, Anderson?
Family, you know.
What?
Come on, Drew.
Strange place to have
Every
family.
night something
We'll
weird.
split a six-pack later and talk about it.
Yeah. So are you Canadian then?
Yeah, I got hockey in my blood.
He does
Awesome.
have that.
Awesome.
Did you play hockey?
I did, yeah. Growing up, yeah, a lot of hockey, a lot of skateboarding. Hockey was sort of until I was about 17. Then it started getting a little rough at that point, and then I started getting bones broken, had to quit.
You pansy.
What did you... we need a little insane clown posse tonight, if you ask me. But What did you growing up? What did you sort of figure you were going to do with your life?
I don't know.
Or what your parents
still trying to figure that out
your parents
right now.
figure you're going to do?
Trying to figure that out right now.
But then you
too.
have sort of an idea. You can do late night radio, or
Yeah, well, I was doing college radio when I was in high school.
what were you studying in college?
Well, I was actually in high school when I was doing college radio, and then I took broadcasting in college.
Oh, that's
So
bad time.
television broadcasting.
I hope you did that for 5 minutes, then quit.
2 years I did it. 2
Oh.
years, yeah. It was
And
fun.
you-
I learned to edit video, and then I started my show on a community cable station.
Oh.
Basically, I wanted to learn to edit video so I could run around and make those goofy clips on the street.
So you actually did apply some of that knowledge.
Yeah, that's how I started my show. Well, I mean, I learned how to edit video is really what I learned in college, and a couple other things, and I did the show up in Canada for a few years.
Because I've always told people they want to be in front of a mic or camera, they should not study communication, don't study television and radio. Just study. It can be interesting.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to figure. I got into it from sort of the technical side because nobody would have, in their right mind, would have wanted to edit together what I wanted to do.
Right. Right.
So I kind of had to figure out how to edit it myself. Yeah.
I'm just flashing.
There was no reason to edit the crap that I wanted to do together.
Speaking of editing stuff, I'm just flashing on a show you did, and I'm wondering if you still have contact with this person, Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, yeah.
You still have
No contact. We've lost touch. We've grown apart. Sad to say.
What is she doing now?
I don't know. Well, I know she was doing the handbags at the time.
Yes.
But we were lucky. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Anderson.
Is that a actual Monica Lewinsky sound effect?
That is. He picked that up in Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
My gosh.
Yeah.
Is that from
Monica Lewinsky.
Really?
From the White House.
one of the secret White House recordings?
Tapes. The
secret White House office recordings?
Remember Captain Butterfield had the secret tapes from Nixon. Yeah.
My gosh.
Same thing here.
I didn't know they had it actually on tape.
Yeah, of course.
The actual
You didn't know? You spent a week with Monica.
moment.
For
Now,
God's
what
sakes.
words are you allowed to say on Loveline? Is this a sexual show?
Yes, this is. We're going to take calls.
Are you
in a
allowed to
second.
say, like...
You can't say S and F.
Okay, yeah.
You can't say C, S-er, and you can't say M-effer, and you can't say all that good stuff. That
So you
Or
can
the other C.
basically say
all the
nothing.
other C's.
So nothing then.
No, all the words that George Carlin invented that you can't say on radio, those are the actual ones you can't say on radio.
Okay, yeah.
So literally, the other way of describing pee and the other way of describing breast in crass language, those are on the list.
Oh,
too.
you can't say breast, though.
You can't say breast.
Breast.
Okay, let's take some calls. Whoops.
Breast.
Breast.
Hello, Los Angeles. We're on the radio right now. We're using the radio to broadcast the word
Tammy, you're on with Tom Green.
breast out there into the atmosphere.
Tammy?
Hello, Tammy.
She's going to broadcast the word orgasm, I believe. What's up, Tammy?
I just had a question. I'm 26 and I've never had an orgasm before.
Tom?
Really? My gosh. Well, I wouldn't be able to help you with that, I don't think.
That's something Tom's never been able to help anybody with, I guess.
No,
I'm just guessing. Just saying.
I've heard about them as well.
And
I believe it's a myth, to be honest with you.
For women.
Yeah.
Males have them.
The female orgasm, from my experience, is a myth.
The elusive female orgasm.
So I think you don't really have any sort of problem at all, and just
next call.
Stop worrying about it.
Tammy, are you aware that most women don't have orgasm with intercourse?
Yes, but I can't have orgasm
At all?
No way.
Okay.
You just rub yourself against a tree or something like that. Just like a
bear?
grizzly bear.
Like a bear?
Just sort of rub up against
She's
a tree.
from Minnesota. This whole North Country sort of theme is taking over tonight.
Yeah.
Tammy, are you on medication?
No.
Do you have any medical problems?
Nope.
Is there any reason, psychological or otherwise, you would have extreme difficulty in this area?
Nope.
No abuse or physical abuse, sexual abuse, abandonment, neglect, anything like
It's
that?
getting heavy all of a sudden. I was talking about rubbing up a tree, and you're talking about
That's why
abuse.
you're here. That's why
I was talking about rubbing against a tree a second ago. Now it's getting all...
The reality is that's where we're going to find the solution is with the tree bark.
Tammy, I want to say I'm sorry. I didn't think we were getting into this whole sort of abuse thing.
Well, fortunately, she doesn't have that history.
I was just joking about her rubbing her crotch against a tree, basically, and now we're talking about abuse, and I just feel like I've stepped over the line.
No, you were good, because
okay.
That's actually how she's going to solve this problem. Hey, Tam, you ever had a boyfriend?
I have a husband.
You have a husband. Do you love him?
Yes.
You into this relationship?
Oh, I've been with him for 9 years.
Does he, since you were 15, how old is he?
16. So, yeah, he was 16 too.
Is he still 16? Oh, no, he would have aged at the same rate, I guess.
Well,
yeah.
Never know. I mean, he might have gone backwards in time.
No, there's no way he could still be 16.
Those, hyper speed of light.
A DeLorean and
a worm or something.
Flux capacitor. Yeah.
Tammy, is he working on this with you?
Yep.
And does he get
Not right now, though. At the moment, no.
Not the second.
No.
My
does
phone
oral.
said I'm driving.
Oh yeah. No, don't do that. He's doing oral sex.
Yep. We tried
Okay.
everything.
Well, here's the deal. It's really quite unusual to not be able to have an orgasm. So my prediction is you will find a way. Tom suggests you rub on tree bark, and I'm just saying that's a possibility always. But I think that getting your a partner to be more attentive and to be more sort of open in communication to him about what it is you specifically need, and stay diligent and start to find ways to kind of stay in a more intimate moment.
It's really
Don't focus
normal,
so
though.
much.
It's really normal, Tammy. Don't worry about it. I've never been with a woman who's had an orgasm.
Bingo. Jessica, what's up?
Hi. I was wondering, I'm 21, and I was hoping to get some advice about breast enhancement pills versus
Is that
breast
word?
implants.
Yeah.
Bouncy.
Pills do not work.
Pills do not work.
Over-the-counter pills do not work.
Yeah, I can say that ditto, yes. Take my word for it, they don't.
However,
I got a lump on my back.
from the over-the-counter pills.
From the pills, yeah.
Nice.
Just had a small lump on my back. I started feeling like a camel.
Nice.
And people started behaving around me as if I was a camel.
Did you spit on them or anything?
Yeah.
Or?
That can happen.
That's hot.
The pills, yeah.
Okay, so what advice?
Here's the deal, Jessica. That going on like a birth control pill, something with moderate amounts of estrogen, sometimes in some women will cause breast growth. So there's that possibility, but that really is the only possibility. Other than that, it is cosmetic surgeries.
Okay.
Why do you want bigger breasts?
Well, I don't know. This has a lot to do with it. My fiance, he masturbates porn.
Oh, yeah.
What does that have to do with it?
Uh-huh.
He'll continue to masturbate to porn when you get the breast enhancement.
Well, I don't know. I would think that
I do know. He will continue to masturbate. He's had that relationship with porn long before you arrived, and it will continue long after you.
I'm sure though for the first couple of weeks after you get him, you won't masturbate to porn as much.
Right.
As much.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
Probably for the first few weeks.
Okay.
But yeah. So that's good. And then once you get bored of them, you can just get them made bigger. Right? You can get them enlarged after too, right, Drew?
You can have they used to make a kind that actually would sort of make them to size. You could go up and down after they were in.
Really?
Yeah.
Where you like hook up a little tube or something?
Spigot, yeah.
A spigot,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. A little hose.
A hose, really?
Yes.
And what? It fills it up with silicone, or?
Yeah, that was a saline one, as I recall. But I don't think they do much anymore. And silicone is back, and silicone
My
is.
God! Could you just go up to the fuel station and do
I
it?
suppose you could put gas in there if you want to.
The air hose. Get the air hose out.
Well, the air might be a little bit weird. Might be a little weird. Yeah. Sounds interesting. But Jessica, here's the deal: the guy masturbating to the porn is not going to change.
I don't think you should do it, Jessica.
I don't think you should do it for the crazy boyfriend.
Yeah.
And you need to understand how guys work. Men look at things, and they look at lots of different things. They need diversity, and it has nothing to do with his satisfaction with you or his feelings about you. Can you accept that?
Yeah. You guys are probably going to break up anyways. I mean, how old are you?
I'm 21. He's my
I mean, there's no way it's going to last. Come on. You know how many more guys you're going to go out with? What happens if, like, the guy you eventually, fall for doesn't like the
big ones?
I'm sure he will, though.
I love him a whole lot, and
Yeah.
I just
You love him? You think it's forever?
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
we have a little baby together. So.
Oh, you do?
Oh,
okay.
my God.
Well,
and did you breastfeed the child?
No. No.
Can you do that when you have the falsies?
I believe you can.
The falsies?
I was just reading some articles on the.
Is that what they're called? Falsies?
From now on, they will be.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. The Tom Green breast enhancement philosophy is a falsie. That there's actually lower breast cancer rate in the enhancement. Category.
Lower.
Yeah, although the mammograms aren't as accurate, there's still less breast cancer in that group. It's very strange.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
probably because so much attention being paid to that area, they pick up stuff early.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can.
And plus, they're all mostly from higher socioeconomic brackets. And
When you have those, you're feeling yourself all the time, just making sure they're adjusted right or whatever.
Maybe your partner's more involved.
Yeah, and then you would notice a tumor probably first. So there's a positive as well.
Yeah, there you go. Austin, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, you're on with Tom Green.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello there. How are you doing? Thank you for calling me with your sexual queries and questions.
And afterwards, log on to TomGreen.com and watch video of us tonight.
Yeah, watch video of me shaving.
Shaving.
Oh yeah, and also of us with Lonnie Anderson.
Yeah,
I'll get that up.
We'll get that. Yes, we'll catch that in a couple soon.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
All right, Austin, here you go, buddy.
So I just have a question. Like, I'm 23, and is it normal to have like wet dreams almost like every single night? I'm always waking up with wet dreams. I'm always having sex dreams. Like before I was in a relationship, I just got out of a relationship about a little while ago, and before I was in it, I was having those wet dreams and the sex dreams and whatnot, and then I got into a relationship and never had them, and then I got out of a relationship just not too long ago, and then they started back up again.
Well, let's just do the wet dream math. What do you associate with not having wet dreams?
Sex.
Right. And when you stop unloading the plumbing, the fluid accumulates, and God has to take it out at some point. And that's what happens at night.
You're a horny 23-year-old guy,
He's an idiot.
Most guys that age don't.
You can't control yourself, You're like a spigot,
Well, I mean, I've had a lot of sexual partners, and
yeah, clearly.
And
My God.
I mean, I've talked to people.
How many? You're 23 years old. How many?
18.
18. My gosh, at 23, yeah. Wow.
You have any STDs?
I don't, not that I know of.
No crabs. You got crabs?
Calling from Salt Lake.
No,
Anderson?
don't have crabs either.
No crabs. Yeah, that's good.
Austin, here.
How's the crab problem in L.A. anyways, Dr. Drew? Is it like?
Yeah.
Is it out of control?
Not out of control, but it's ever present.
Is it up or down since the 70s?
Yeah, I can't tell you that. I don't know those numbers.
For some reason, it seems crabs sounds like something from the 70s.
It does. Not a lot of data collected on crabs,
No. You don't hear about that all the time anymore.
And certainly, everyone knew when we were younger. Everyone knew that guy that had crabs.
Yeah, you almost.
Everyone.
I always pictured them as little crabs
they are.
walking around. Are they really?
Yeah, but they're microscopic. I mean,
really?
They're tiny.
Yeah, but you see them with their little
and
claws
they move
everything?
super slow. If
Really?
you take a magnifying glass, look at it, they look pretty like a crab. They're gross.
My God. Well, it's funny. You don't hear about crabs as much as you used to, but I have to say I almost kind of miss them a little bit.
They were quaint, right?
Yeah.
We'd sort of.
I just miss the idea of it. It seems like such a cute thing to be worried about.
But overtaken by so much more serious things.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the viral diseases and things.
Yeah.
Austin.
Also, to after I'm having sexual intercourse with somebody, why is it when I go to the bathroom, sometimes this happens, like when I go to the restroom and whatnot, after I ejaculate, I have a little burning sensation.
That's kind of common.
Little stinging.
Gonorrhea.
Some of that, it can be gonorrhea, can be non-gonococcal
Take it from me,
urethritis.
that's gonorrhea for sure.
Tom Graham's made a diagnosis, but it also can be just a little prostate inflammation, a little urethral inflammation from the seminal fluid. It's not a big deal typically. Here's the other thing, though, Austin knows. Most 23-year-old guys do not have wet dreams because they're so busy masturbating. You know what I mean? That's why all the plumbing is already empty by the time they go to bed. Tom?
Maybe, you're not... I don't know. What slang words are we allowed to use for masturbating? Any of them?
Pretty much, yeah, that's not on the list.
Oh, we can say, like...
Jack off.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to say?
Well, now I'm uncomfortable about saying it, but I wanted to say the problem is you're not jacking off enough, buddy.
Right. And if he...
But now that we're all sort of focusing on it, it's a little embarrassing
weird,
just to even say that on the radio. I apologize, Los Angeles.
Oh, and beyond.
Oh, and beyond. Where we listen to all over the world, right? All over the world.
Yes,
we're in Los Angeles, you and I.
You and I were sitting in Los
the
Angeles.
magic of radio actually broadcasts this elsewhere.
Well, and the magic of the internet keeps it going all over the world. We have calls from Norway and stuff.
Oh, really? Oh, I love that.
Austin.
I love Norway.
Austin.
They got crabs in Norway. A lot of crabs.
They have crabs. Well, it's a little bit northern latitude to handle that. Right?
Yeah.
It's cold.
Big STD problem in Norway, though. In Lillehammer, I heard it was a problem
during the Olympics.
I heard a lot of STDs flying around Lillehammer.
How was it in Torino? How was it in Torino? You were up
there. I didn't hear about anything. I didn't hear about anything.
Austin, why are you not clearing the plumbing on your own?
Oh, I do. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I masturbate once a night or twice a night.
We're not talking about the plumbing in the house, the faucets and the toilets. We're talking about the plumbing. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Twice a night.
You know what we're talking about, right?
Oh, I understand what you're talking about.
What are we talking about?
Masturbation.
Yes, we're talking about what you.
But what I'm saying, it affects women. Though, when she goes to the bathroom, she has to go in and
Are you Mormon?
I think you guys both have gonorrhea.
Well, her having that could be, of course, with a woman too, but her having to pee or have burning and urgency. And that kind of
if
thing.
they're talking about, look, we've all had little tingles after a good romp in the hay. I'm sure we've all had that. But we didn't we didn't go call in a radio show after and complain about it.
No, he's complaining about his wet dreams.
No,
though,
yeah,
again,
I think the wet dream thing was just kind of a cover for the gonorrhea
right,
thing.
Tom Green.
You and your girlfriend, you got gonorrhea. Jack off a bit more. Call me in the morning.
And you realize that the women get more urinary tract infections very easily, and that can be again the signs that she's having there. John, what's up?
Gonorrhea.
Hey, it's like saying that word. You like that more than breast now.
Yeah. Go on.
Say it again.
Gonorrhea. I like saying gonorrhea.
Yeah. Nice.
I just had a question for Dr. Drew.
John.
First of all, Dr. Drew, you're like the most intelligent person like that I've listened to in my teenagehood. And Tom Green, you're awesome.
Thank you, sir.
He is.
Not so intelligent over here, but I'm happy for the awesome.
Yeah. Well, okay. I had a question about addiction. And also I had a follow-up question, like more medical towards, And so for the addiction...
Just do it!
For the addiction
Here we go, John.
question, I was just wondering, how easy is it for you to, if your parents are addicts, like, how easy is it for you to, get their...
To get the gene?
Addictive qualities. And
what is the ethnicity of your parents? Where are their ancestors from?
I don't know, Europe or something. We're German and Irish, I guess.
Okay. It's about 50% per child. So it's about a 50-50 chance you get that gene. But even if you do get the gene, it doesn't mean that's your destiny necessarily. In other words, genes are not destiny.
Who are bigger addicts, Germans or Irish, do you figure?
Irish have a pretty hard genetic burden.
Alcoholics,
pretty
right?
heavy genetic burden. And alcoholism is the genetic burden for addiction of all types.
I'm Irish,
and
actually.
There's there's a test, John. It's going to be available in a couple of months over the counter called an A1 allele test. You can actually take it from a cheek swab, and it's going to be available in the pharmacy. It's not 100% accurate, but it gives you a sense of whether you have some of this genetic potential.
What are your parents addicted to?
Well, my mom's like an alcoholic, like pretty heavily. She's Irish, and I don't know.
What does she drink mostly?
My dad was in Vietnam, and I think he smoked a lot of pot.
A lot of pot, yeah. Addicted to pot.
Painkillers. Yeah. And you had another question, John?
I wish my dad had smoked pot growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool him out a little bit?
Yeah, just would have cooled him out a little bit, Don't be complaining about your dad smoking pot.
By the way, you've extolled your revenge on your parents. Don't worry.
I think it just chilled him out a little, though, He was an Army father, I think.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah, Canadian Army, though, so.
Oh, yeah.
Get on your knees, scumbag!
No, nothing like that.
He looked after the tank.
It's more like Dudley Do-Right.
Yeah.
So, what, John, was the other question?
Oh, yeah. Dr. Drew, I don't know. I have this on my, genitals, on the underside of my
John, what are you doing while you're asking these questions?
You're talking through a Twinkies, a cupcake bag or something like that.
While you do
somersaults.
somersaults.
Through a plastic bag.
Twinkie hole, baby! Wow!
Wow, it's like a Radio Shack phone or something.
There you go. Hold still and ask the question.
It's charging while I'm talking to you, but anyways,
Okay.
On the underside of...
How are you charging it? By rubbing two sticks together? I mean, what is that sound? How does a phone make a sound like it's being rubbed across carpeting when it's charging?
Okay, I unplugged it.
Yeah, well...
Thank you. And, John, now go. What is the question?
The metal... Okay, on the underside of my shaft...
Well, that's not much clearer, that is.
I know,
what,
it's
the
so
underside
much better.
What?
Underside of his penis.
I'd almost rather talk about how his phone was making a sound when it was charging than the underside of his penis. I don't really... Can we just talk about your phone?
Oh,
I don't know.
John smokes a little pot.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
It's a Motorola.
John, you smoke a little pot, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, that is going to get going for you, buddy. That's how that gene gets going. Marijuana addiction is, underpinned by the biology of alcohol.
Is it possible to get addicted to marijuana?
It's one of the more common things we treat now.
Really?
When it gets going, it's really tough to treat. People love that drug. And
Yeah.
And they start to get depressed and panic attacks. They just won't get, it's hard for them to give it up.
Really?
They switch to other stuff, and they still miss the pot.
Yeah, I bet.
I get so depressed sometimes, after
that's the pot.
I stop smoking for a while.
I know, but the problem is you get more depressed the more you smoke, and then it drops down further when you stop. That's the state I normally pick people up.
He's got a smoke detector, too.
Right.
No.
Yeah,
That's his phone. That's his phone. I know that sound because that's the Motorola disconnect from the charger sound. So, John, go ahead. So, underside of the genitalia. Here we go.
Yeah. Were you rubbing the phone on the underside of your genitalia? Because that can cause a rash if you rub a phone on your shaft, as you said so eloquently earlier. Was your phone on your shaft?
No, it was in my hand, buddy.
Okay,
buddy.
No.
So, good. Underside of the genitalia, there is
there's hair growing there, like.
Okay.
Okay, and it's like growing up. Like, I think more than it should be.
Yeah, that happens.
This guy's joking around.
No, that happens.
Let's hang up on this guy.
I've actually had some. I did back then.
This guy's.
I've actually had some patient where it gets most of the way up the shaft. Just picture that for a second.
All the way up the top.
Most of the way up.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing.
My God, like a little kind of like a little orangutan or something.
Yes.
Like a little like a goat.
Yes.
Like a little goat in the pasture.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really? All the way up the. No.
Yes. Really?
You saw it? You witnessed it?
Yes, and you basically have to get these people electrolysis and laser and stuff. And it's not,
did you actually do that yourself?
I did actually do the laser myself.
You did it?
Preferred. I didn't do it.
Oh, you didn't?
I tried tweezers, but that was a little time consuming.
You'd almost think though that would almost be kind of a something that people would enjoy.
Yeah.
You'd think maybe women would enjoy that.
Except instead they turn out running. It's gross for them.
Oh, yeah.
And women don't like. Listen, they have to contend with the most ugly instrument in the body anyway. They don't like anything that's out of the ordinary.
But after they got used to it, being covered in hair, a furry little friend,
All right, here we go. Break out of this. It's 1-800-LOVE-191 is our number. That is Tom Green. I am Dr. Drew. We're going to take a brief.
This is awesome being here.
Break. We'll be back. We got Lonnie Anderson coming a little bit later, and you just stay with us. We'll be right back.
Yeah, Loveline.
Loveline will be right back.
Hey everybody, it's Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. We're now back on the air.
Now we're back on the air.
LOVE-191. Tom, come here. We on the air? Wow, this is good. We on the air?
It was a lot. I didn't like waiting. I was enjoying being on the air so much. I didn't want to stop.
Got it.
I didn't want to stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, here's
enjoying it so much. I didn't want to stop.
Here's the deal. Say it again. What is it?
I'm just having a great time.
Okay, good. Excellent. Tom, the great Tom Green in here. We've got 2 Tom questions. Let's get right to them. Jose.
Okay.
Yo, Tom, what's up?
No way, Jose. How you doing?
Good. I got
What's going on? You ever heard that before?
About 20,000 times.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Or maybe less. Yeah.
I was just
improvising. Have you ever heard it from a guy who says sorry?
Yeah, sorry. So what's going on, man? What do you want to talk about?
Man, whatever happened to your skateboarding career, man?
Oh, I still skateboard all the time. I skateboard all the time. Yeah, I love skateboarding. I wish I was. As good as Playboy Jeremy Klein from Birdhouse Skateboards, but unfortunately, I had a short-lived career in skateboarding. I got a couple of boards out though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you're gonna be able to buy them on my website, tomgreen.com. Yeah.
And see what Lonnie Anderson.
Are you a skateboarder yourself?
Yes, I am. And I saw you on TV and in the magazines, and then you were gone.
Yeah. Well, it was just really kind of a fun thing I did. I'm not really somebody who considers myself,
No, I know. I saw
I skate for fun. It's a very creative sport. I enjoy it. I grew up on a skateboard.
This is John. What's up, John?
Hello?
Hey, buddy.
Hello, John.
You're on with Tom Green.
Oh, dude.
Hey, John. How's it going?
Oh, man. It's going good. Oh, man. I actually had 2 questions for you.
Okay, sure. Ask the second one first.
Okay, my second question would be, you used to have a show on MTV.
Actually, wait, no. Actually, can you just ask the first one, and then we'll do the second one.
Okay. I just want to know where you're going to take your career now.
Well, I don't know. I'm actually really, you've heard me mention my website a couple of times.
Freddie Got Fisted.
I believe that's
Freddie Got Fisted. That's coming.
Of course, is the future. I did just the sequel. I did just finish another movie. I've directed Freddie Got Fingered.
Yeah.
And I just did the second one that I've directed called Prank Star. I just finished it.
Prank Star.
Yeah, shot it up in Canada. It's coming out, this year, probably at the end of the year. And
can you tell us what it is?
There's a lot of secrecy around it. So big secrecy around the project. I can't really get into detail.
You got to invite me to the premiere. My
absolutely.
Kids love that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, no, it's fun. It's a fun one.
Can they watch it? The 13-year-old.
It's R-rated, but they can still watch it. We'll sneak them into the premiere. We're in Hollywood. No one's going to card him, right?
Hey, Tom, this brings up an interesting thing, which is when Freddy Got Fingered came out, it was R-rated, right? And it didn't do so hot at the box office, I heard, because people went in to see Crocodile Dundee 2 and then snuck into your film?
Yeah, I don't know. It sounds possible. I'm not one to complain about things like that. The movie's done so well on the DVD and everything.
Has it?
Yeah, it's done.
Good. I'm not surprised. Anderson, have you seen the film?
Yeah, I liked it a lot. And I know a ton of underage kids who went and saw your film, and they said that they bought tickets to like G-rated films and just snuck.
I hawk on people.
Yeah,
I hawk on people that didn't get that film.
Yeah,
I totally got it.
It's kind of a flawed system, but it's what are you going to do? It's part of it. There are reasons that young people probably should have snuck into that movie, and that makes me feel happy.
What is your second question,
I like
John?
people sneaking into my movies and
my second question was
giving all the money to Paul Hogan.
My second question was I saw somewhere that your DVD collection was going to come on DVD, and it never came out. I never saw it anywhere. I wanted to get that, but it never was anywhere.
Collection?
Oh yeah, it came out. It's out now. You can get it at my website.
What is it?
It's just it's all the early years of my show, all the sort of crazy stuff we did on my show. It's a box set. It's called Inside and Outside the Box. And
nice.
You can get it on TomGreen.com.
Well, that's cool.
Just opened a little store over there. It's really fun. And then I'm going to keep doing bits with Jay Leno and stuff like that, too. So.
I think they're great.
Yeah, I'm having a good time over there.
They're happy with you up there?
I hope so. They're asking me to keep doing it. I enjoy working with them a lot.
How did you remember the exact sequence of tune in Close Encounters? That was even more amazing to me that you thought of it.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie. Yeah, I love that movie. The mashed potatoes in the movie are
Lauren, what's
awesome.
up? Lauren.
Hey.
Where are you calling from, first of all?
Sacramento.
California, huh?
Good times.
You ever see Schwarzenegger just walking around town?
Oh, all the time.
Really?
No.
Oh, no?
Not really, no.
No. Ever?
No,
No. Does he even go there, or does he do all his governing from
down here?
From L.A.?
He does a lot from L.A. I don't, if there's stuff in SAC, I don't go and see it.
Yeah. What do you do in SAC? What's there to do in SAC?
There's Old SAC. Old SAC is awesome. It's where.
What's the Old SAC?
Old SAC is like all these old shops. It's like Western style Sacramento. It's like all these old style shops. There's like horses going everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
It's fun when people call to ask me questions, but I kind of, even though I don't know why, for some reason I enjoyed it more when they were talking about the rash on their shaft.
So Lauren, make Tom happy. Here we go.
Just for some reason, it seemed like it was just more ripe for jokes when people were calling up talking about how their the
underside of their genitalia,
their ding dong stinged whenever they had sex with their lady. Does your ding dong sting?
No, not
no,
not at all.
Okay, well that's unfortunate. We could have talked. Okay, so what's going on?
I have this
in SAC
problem where it's not really a problem, where I like to rub up against the people for arousal. My question for you, Dr. Drew, is why is this? I do it a lot.
You mean strangers, like in a crowd, or do you mean
not strangers, like people I know? Like I'm always trying to give hugs just for.
Well, there's a name for this.
So you'll hug someone, but really the ulterior motive is to get a sort of a grazing of the genitalia area?
Yes.
You're hoping to kind of gracefully kind of graze your genitals maybe across like their knee or something like that?
Sure, yeah.
I suspect a lot of that
I do that.
You do?
Yeah.
You're freaking me out.
I do that.
You started with talking about rubbing up against a tree.
Yeah.
Now you're telling us how you rub up against people.
Yeah, I know. I did that with you when I got here. Remember, I kind of did
security.
No, remember I did one of those kind of little hip hop sort of hugs.
I know. I thought it was just cool.
Where
I thought you were being cool.
No, I was rubbing my groin against you.
Security.
Yeah.
Lauren.
I figured you would have caught that.
I just thought you were being cool.
No, I'm
Lauren.
I'm smooth. Yeah. Smooth with my groin rubbing.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Have you ever been caught doing that? Is that guy still there?
Yeah.
You ever been caught doing it?
Well, it's not really getting caught thing. It's more of it's kind of incognito kind of thing.
Okay. No, but has anyone ever called on you? Like, hey, wait a minute, you just rubbed your, just rubbed your sack.
Yeah.
Well,
they do?
Sack.
I mean, they don't.
Sacramento. Can I say sack?
In Sacramento, you can.
Yeah, Sacramento, yeah.
Lauren, there's a name for this. Do you know that?
No.
It's called frotterism. Frotterism. Remember Right Said Fred? Those guys were into frotterism.
They were frotterists?
Yeah.
Really?
And I suspect, Lauren, that when you actually become sexually active...
You know what the cure is for it? Go get a Right Said Fred album.
And a girlfriend.
And say in your head over and over while you're listening to it that these guys were into what I do.
And that's
You'll quit instantly.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And but do get a girlfriend. I think once you're actually having real, more explicit contact, the frotteristic impulse will go down. I don't know of any...
you ever rub against family members?
I don't know any specific cause for frotterism per se.
You ever rub yourself against family members?
No, I don't.
No, like not like your mom or something.
Okay, Evan, we're gonna this is going downhill fast.
Oh, okay.
Evan, what's up? Tom Green.
What's up, man? What's up,
goat?
Tom Green.
Hello there.
Man, I just want to let you guys know that you guys are both freaking awesome.
Oh, thank you so much. So nice to hear that. I love hearing that. No, seriously. Say it again.
So you ever spoken to a 16-year-old who smoked a lot of pot? Just listen to Evan for a couple seconds, and you'll pick up on what that sounds like.
You pot smoker?
Not really. Mostly just on the weekends.
Oh yeah,
mostly.
Okay.
Mostly, except Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
It's a good way to divide it up.
Watch what happens there. Laugh. Get him to laugh, and you'll get. It'll be like sound like
Spicoli.
It sounds more like Muttley from the cartoons. The dog.
Oh yeah. Give us a little chuckle there.
See?
Yeah, there we go.
That's that pot laugh. All right, Evan, what's the question?
Tom,
any sexual side effects from pot?
Yeah, it can make your breasts grow when you're adolescent, and it can screw with your sex drive.
Right.
It's bad times.
Really?
Just diminish your sperm count.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, Tom. I'm bumming your high here.
No.
Stick with that caffeine.
Hey, I just drink coffee and have a good time.
Evan, so the question is...
All right, the question is for Tom, actually. I wanted to ask you, remember that song you sang on your show, the ball song?
Yes. Hey, kids, feel your balls so you don't get cancer. Hey, kids, feel your balls so you don't get cancer. Tease your balls, squeeze your balls. Yeah, it was a public service announcement.
Keep going. We need it here.
I can't remember the rest. It's better with the guitar. You know, I had testicular cancer a few years ago, and you were very helpful to me in that ordeal.
Well, let's talk about that let's take a break. Let's take a break, and then we'll get back with Tom and his testes because I do remember talking to our mutual management about where you should go and what you should do.
Yeah, very helpful.
Turn out.
I appreciate that, and I'm
since then I've got to
it worked too. I'm not dead.
You're not dead.
Yeah. So that's good.
And I've gotten to know Lance Armstrong very well too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he had a much hairier time with it.
Yeah.
Ooh, he let it go until he was coughing up blood.
Yeah, I know he had it in his brain and all that stuff, right?
It's bad time.
Yeah.
All right, testicular cancer. More testes talk. More cancer talk. More Tom Green. More you. Give us a call at 1-800-LOVE-191. We'll be right back.
Excuse me?
Loveline's coming back in a minute.
Yo, don't go nowhere.
Hey everybody, it's Loveline 1-800-LOVE-191. You're right, Tom?
It gets you amped up. The music.
Yeah, it's to wake you up, Tom.
Yeah,
for Tom Green.
The music gets you just sort of rocking out.
Very Canadian sounding, 70s rock.
It sounds like the Guess Who or something. You know?
Right. Great Tom Green in here tonight, and we're talking testes.
Hello there, yes.
This is what our listeners hear when we listen to that music.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. That's great. That's great testicular cancer talk music.
Well, no, it's that 70s rock stuff. They hear this.
Oh, okay, good, yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I thought you would. So you had TomGreen.com is the website.
Yeah.
The movie is Prankstar.
Yeah, I just
coming out
finished doing
summer.
That. Yeah,
and you can see him on the Tonight Show. I love the bits he does on Tonight Show, especially up in Torino. I was dying. Yeah. And now we're talking testes and talking cancer.
Yeah.
You had testicular cancer.
I did a couple of
98, 99?
No, it was probably 2000. 2000. And you were nice enough to help get me in, introduce me to a good doctor, which was good. So.
How did you find the tumor in the first place?
I was sitting there, probably in the shower or something like that, and had sort of a bit of a throbbing, sort of a numbness in the
something's going on
right
down there.
testicle.
Yeah.
Figured it would go away. The next day it was still there. I started taking warm baths. Thought maybe I could melt it. So sort of was my approach. And then
it's an old Canadian remedy.
Yeah. And then about a couple of weeks went by. I remember I had to drive up to San Francisco. And I thought, if it's still throbbing when I get back from San Francisco, I'm going to go to the doctor.
Very mature, very non-man-like.
Yeah. A lot of people actually end up waiting around for 6 months to a year, sometimes even longer. Young people, or especially. Or
I had a patient once who was like, I got to show you something. They waited until I'd been treating him for weeks and weeks in chemical dependency. And he had this huge tumor. I was like, what? Why'd you?
Yeah. Mine was like the size of a grapefruit before I even did anything. No, it wasn't.
No, this guy was easily the size of an orange.
Yeah,
really? And went all the way up into, it starts climbing up into the groin. It goes up the spermatic cord.
Yeah.
It's like this big hard knot.
Yeah, well, mine were both the size of oranges to begin with,
well,
so
of course,
it was hard to kind of notice.
Yeah.
At first.
And then Lance Armstrong was
hung down to my knees, actually, halfway down to my knees.
Elephantiasis of the testes. That's a nice look. And he described how he waited until he was
tie them together in a bow,
coughing up blood.
Who? Oh, Lance.
Yeah.
Lance Armstrong. Yeah.
Now you had the surgery and everything was good.
Yeah.
And they take your testing?
One of it, yeah.
Did they leave you something in the sack?
I didn't ask for it.
So you're just empty sacked.
Yeah, empty sacked. Yeah. You're allowed to get a little sort of
acrylic
doodad in there, but I just figured it would just be annoying.
Well, here's a question about that coming up.
Playing with a rubber thing in there all the time,
What's up, Jazz?
Squeezing it. I've pictured squeezing it between my thumb and my forefinger like a bath oil bead, and then mistakenly squishing it one day and having to go in and having
it pop out.
Yeah, I just don't need that whole ordeal.
What's up, Jazz? Yeah, hi there. You're with Tom Green.
Yes, well, I guess this question is directed at him.
Hello there.
My boyfriend had testicular cancer, and he has a falsie.
Okay, yeah.
And sometimes he can get off.
He's not very secure in his. He's not very secure in his masculinity. He had to get a false testicle put in there. You're very secure in your masculinity.
He was like one of the first ones to receive it. It was kind of an experimental thing.
Right. Sure, yeah.
And now he doesn't have orgasm when you have sex?
Well, he does, but rarely.
Rarely, really, huh?
It's like 1 in 6.
Oh, yeah.
How often are you guys having sex?
I don't know, 2-3 times a week.
So it's like once every other week.
When when he had the surgery?
Well, he's 45 now, and it was like back in '88.
Is he on a medication now?
No.
They've made incredible advances in the surgery just in the last 15 years, I know. And initially, that was a bigger concern back then.
The fertility issues.
If there was some nerve damage and stuff.
And he says, after sex that, he says it feels like his nut is still there and that it throbs.
Wow. Yeah.
It aches.
Yeah.
I feel like his nut is still there, and I've never even met the guy.
It's hurting us, you see.
Just from the conversation.
I was just wondering, if it's actually because of having a falsie and not.
No, it's not that. It's not the having the falsie. It's not the false testicle, and nor is it the absence of a testicle. You only need one testicle to produce normal levels of testosterone, but it is the surgery that can affect the nerves and the function down there. It is the chemotherapy, and I bet he had radiation too. That can all affect functioning in that area.
Right. He's something about nerve endings or something.
Right. He's right. Is he on any medication?
No.
Okay, good. You might want to get his testosterone levels checked just to make sure that it hasn't been affected by that. I mean, because that would be the one
Maybe
thing.
You could get a third falsie.
Really, he'd feel that much more secure about himself anyway.
Get 3 or 4 of them.
Hey, Patty, what's up? You're on with Tom Green.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing good. What's your name?
My name's Patty.
Hi, Patty.
My question was, when my husband and I have sex, after when he comes, like his cum itself smells really bad.
Ew.
And I don't know what...
Anderson, where's the vomit sound?
Huh?
Oh, my gosh.
That was David Algreer pretending to vomit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pretty good, right?
That's cool. He just hangs out in the other room there, ready to do that whenever you
David
ask him to?
just brings it on.
That's unbelievable. Wait, yeah. What's it smell like? Cotton candy?
No, it's not.
That's
it doesn't
awful.
smell like anything good.
Oh, really? Like what?
No.
Like rotting chicken?
Like it's hard to describe the smell. I just know that it's not a good. It's
like
foul.
A dead cat?
No.
No.
It's just a foul smell.
How often are you guys having sex?
It varies. Depends on how busy he's been at work.
How old did you say you were? 16?
She's 20.
Oh, okay.
24.
On average, how often?
On average, I'd say maybe 3 times a week.
Okay.
On
But
average.
sometimes that is a sort of a bacterial issue that you can get a growth of bacteria, and if sort of he keeps things moving out, keeps clearing his lines there a little bit, the smell should be less. Have you noticed that? If you're having sex more frequently, he smells less?
Not really, no.
Not necessarily.
You should also tell him to eat a lot of broccoli.
A lot of broccoli?
Roughage and things like this, yeah. That could also help out. Mint as well.
Okay.
Not the candy mint, but the leaves.
Leaves
the
of
leaf,
mint.
yeah.
Patty, the other thing is he ought to see a kind of doctor called a urologist, which you're very familiar with, Tom, just to discuss sometimes prostatic
I know all the
infections,
urologists.
inflammation, maybe some antibiotics. Sometimes it may just be him. Some guys just got the funk going on, and he may be one of them guys. And
does he shower much?
We have to take a break, Tom. We got to take.
Oh,
a break.
does he? Okay.
Yeah, we're done with his
Just
hygiene.
trying to
for the
figure out why
moment.
this girl's
I know, it's
boyfriend stinks.
It's a very compelling topic. If I just get the vomit sound in there one more time, pretty much summarizes my
try that.
My feeling about this.
Yeah.
Life is gross.
All right, 1-800-LOVE-191. Tom Green in here with us tonight. Lonnie Anderson.
I never thought I would try to help anyone with that problem in my
with the
life.
testicular stuff.
Yeah,
the smelly semen.
Smelly semen thing.
Yeah, well, I wanted to really sort of flush out your.
I feel good about it. I feel good about helping.
Good.
With that.
That's good. You were very helpful. More than I couldn't do much. You gave him the broccoli and the mint.
Smelly semen problem
Very
here.
good.
Let's try and get to the bottom of it. I feel
Loveline?
almost like
helpful.
Boy Scout almost.
That's good.
It's a good deed of the day.
You'll get a patch for that. You should see what it looks like.
Yeah.
Tom Green in here. We'll be right back.
Loveline will be right back.
Loveline will be right back.
Rock and roll, Tom.
Rock and roll, yes. Rock and roll music. That's
and
right.
roll
Rock
music.
and roll is here to stay, people.
That's Tom Green here on Loveline. 1-800-LOVE.
Rock and roll is here to
9-1-er.
stay.
Tom, you have inspired a lot of very interesting calls here. Let's just start off with Sarah. What's up, Sarah?
Rock and roll, Sarah.
Hey, how's it going?
Rock and roll. We're having a good time.
Rock and roll.
Yeah. You got a rash or anything we can talk about?
Not exactly.
An itch?
This is more of a relationship question. Go ahead.
All right.
Itch?
Well, my boyfriend always tells me that, well, not always, but he mentions it on a regular basis that he thinks that I'm basically better than him. He tells me that I'm the better looking one or something, and that he's mentioned before that I could probably do better and stuff like that. And I'm wondering if it's just like he's insecure or he's trying to
get rid of you.
To get it, like, basically make me be the one to break up with him or something, you know?
Guys can get very uncomfortable when they're with someone, let's put it this way, whose number doesn't match theirs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
And that
now I do.
Now you do.
Yeah.
that guys sort of are very carefully ranking everybody. And they always want to go for someone that's a little bit above them.
Yeah.
But too far a reach, and they start to feel insecure.
So you're like really, really, really good looking then is what we're hearing now?
Yes.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so his fear is that...
I would say that I'm like so much better looking than him. He's a
So like what would you rate
guy.
yourself? You like if you said you were like a 7?
I'm like an 8.
An 8, okay.
She's an 8 and he's a 5.
And he's what, a 5 or something?
Or maybe
4.
he's cheating and he feels guilty, and this is how.
Well, that is another possibility of trying to get rid of her. But I don't get the feeling from like that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
I just get the sense that this is a guy who's insecure and feels like she's going to leave. And by the way, that guy that's constantly...
Are you cheating on him?
No, but I just moved
My
down
God, she
to
thought about it a
school,
long
and he's like in home.
Okay, that's part of the problem here too. Where are you going to school?
He's in a nursing home?
Where?
No, he's home.
Oh, he's home.
Yeah.
Where are you going to school?
In Boston.
Where?
Right.
BC.
Boston College.
Yeah.
Cheating on him, right?
She's going to. And he's right to be feeling insecure. These long distance relationships, it's a bad situation.
It's over. You might as well just end it tomorrow.
Yeah, but this started like a little while ago, and then like when I went home for this weekend, he was bringing it up a lot.
Where's home?
Put your stinky little 5 out of his misery.
Where is home?
Oh, wait, he's not the stinky one, is he?
New
He's the 5.
Hampshire.
The 5.
New Hampshire.
5, but not the stinky. Does he have
So he's up in
Does he have
Concord.
a rash on his shaft?
No.
No. Okay.
How dare you?
That's good. Hey, you could, you could count yourself lucky here. The last caller's boyfriend had a rash in his shaft.
He is close. He's in the vicinity there in New England. But Sarah, I these long distance relationships where one person's at college, in particular, with sort of a mismatch. I don't know. It just. I'm look. See, Tom, I have a crystal ball.
Yeah.
You may not see this right here. It's a crystal ball.
Yeah.
And I can see the future.
Yeah.
Sometimes clearly, sometimes vaguely, and I'm kind of. It's coming into focus there with Sarah that it's eventually going to break off.
Yeah.
They're just accept reality.
Pretty well everyone breaks up anyways, but especially somebody who's like, if your girlfriend's gone off to university, college,
and she's way hotter,
and you're sitting at home a 5 with a rash in your shaft, living in your parents' basement and working at Arby's. I mean, there's no chance.
Eric, what's up, buddy?
A loser.
Hey, how's it going? It took me forever to get them to accept my call. I called back when you were on with DJ AM.
Yeah.
I had a question about my enlarged left testicle, and I just figured it'd be appropriate with all the
a lot of testicle talk tonight. Yeah.
Right,
has it gotten bigger recently?
No. Actually, I went to the doctor, and it was a varicose seal.
Yeah, that's just an enlarged vein, basically.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
The vein gets shut off. And actually, I had a question for Tom, too.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I love, like, all the old school skating and whatnot. I'm really into that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just wondering, like, back in the day, I know Tony Hawk did some stuff with, like, Dwayne Peters and whatnot, and I know you're friends with Tony Hawk. Did you ever do anything with Dwayne Peters?
I did not. I was living up in Canada, freezing.
Freezing in Canada.
But I would have liked to. I remember Dwayne Peters. I remember
freezing his nuts off.
Yeah,
or one of them.
Yeah.
This is Ariel. What's up, Ariel?
Hi. I'm a male to female transsexual. I'm 20 years old, and
we could have not guessed that.
Huh?
Keep going.
Nothing.
Anyway, I live in San Jose, and I've been having some trouble meeting guys because a lot of them are obviously put off by, the fact that I'm
penis.
So wait.
And,
the guys are put off by your penis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still have a penis?
I'm preoperative.
Is it in a jar?
No, it's on attached.
Oh, it's attached.
Oh, you got to get that book for me. Give me the book. I'm going to show you how they take the penis off.
Okay.
You
Is it in formaldehyde or?
No.
Can you keep it on your mantle?
No. They fold it inside out.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is what guys think a female vagina is. This is just adding to that.
You know what? I don't even know if I want to see the picture of it, to be honest with you.
Read the title.
You're getting the book out. Yeah, Reconstructive and Plastic Surgery of External Genitalia. Wow, a whole book about it, huh? There's that much to know? You don't just lob it off with a scythe or something like that?
Well,
with a sickle? No, you know what? I don't actually want to see it.
Well, here's the fake testes going in.
Look at how excited you're getting to show me fake testes going in, like you're selling them to me, like you're pitching you're pitching them to me.
This is how they build a penis. This is Franken-penis.
Yeah. Well, what they build them?
Yeah,
what do they build them out of? Out of spackle?
Forearm.
Out of the
forearm.
Right
here, look at that.
They build it out of the forearm.
Well,
that's one way of doing it.
You build me one out of a forearm?
Yeah, they can give you one.
Can you have two? Can you have a second one?
I imagine you could if you really wanted one. And
what do you mean? That's growing on a forearm.
Yeah.
How so?
That's actually the muscle, and they flap it around and create it out of the forearm. And
my gosh,
that nice?
That's incredible.
It's incredible, huh?
How long have they been doing that for? Who came up with that? Da Vinci? Leonardo da Vinci?
Yeah, since the Renaissance.
Came up with how to fuse a penis onto a forearm.
They were doing this in the Renaissance.
He invented the helicopter too.
Mm-hmm. And the phalloplasty. So, are you going to have the surgery? We haven't gotten to the penis to vagina thing yet.
I don't even know if we can get that far. You should see the pictures in this book, people. It's shocking. You would love this book.
This is, by the way, what the penile enlargement stuff looks like.
What's your name?
Ariel.
Ariel, you would love this book.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen plenty of the pictures.
Yeah.
It's good times.
You're into that, huh?
It's good times.
Into that? I don't know, but I'm actually not planning on having the surgery.
No.
Are you? You're not going to have
wait
surgery?
a minute. Let me understand. So, but you look like a woman, but you have a penis.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Do you wear like dresses and stuff and little skirts and all that? Prance around?
Yeah, and all that jazz, pretty much.
Now,
do you prance around?
Do
you prance around, like sort of dance like through tulip fields and stuff like that? You sort of skip.
No, nothing like that.
No. Okay.
I'm getting a little too into this. This is disgusting even me.
Yeah. It's your book, and you're sitting here freaking yourself out.
I did freak myself out a little bit. Ariel, here's the deal. A couple things. One of the interesting things about these patients when I've dealt with them and not in the world is that many of the male to female transsexuals go ahead and have the operation.
But wait, what's the difference between being, I don't understand, transsexual? Does that mean he has both genitalia?
No, transsexual means you are transformed. You're transferred from one, you're trans, going across to the other sex.
You just started dressing like a woman.
No, that's a transvestite.
Yeah, I'm not a transvestite.
So transsexual means she is taking the medication, the hormones, and
so you're not born a transsexual.
No,
you make yourself into one.
You are when you have the surgery. At that point, a transsexual.
Oh, okay.
Now here's the deal.
So it's like a club then.
It's a club.
Yeah.
And one of the interesting
it's like
things,
something you can just join.
You can't just sign up. You have to.
It's
actually
like the hair club for men with Sal Sperling. Remember that?
Yeah. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
And a lot of these male to females do so in order to get your diagram out here. They go to be a female to have lesbian relationships with females.
Oh, okay.
Is that your thing?
I understand. Is that what you want to do?
Well, I am bisexual, but I kind of want to date guys right now because I want to, I haven't experimented with that.
Definitely bisexual. I think if there's a way to split it into fours, I think you might be that too.
Quadrisexual.
Yeah.
And does that surprise you that the men that are heterosexual might be sort of not into the penis?
Well, I mean, some of them are fine with it. It's just the ones that are fine with it always turn out to be like creeps. You know? Like
go figure.
Yeah, no kidding, right? I mean, like most of the guys I talk to.
What kind of creeps? What kind of creeps would you say?
What does that mean, creep?
Like they don't open the door for you, kind of creeps, or worse?
No. Like they open up a conversation with me by asking me for a blowjob or something like that.
Right. Oh my God, not classy at all.
Just too aggressive.
Really.
Too aggressive. No.
Ariel, now
tell him
Was there a question you had for us?
You want to be wined and dined.
Right. Well, I was just curious if you guys had any advice for me on like where to go and look for guys. I mean,
She's calling from San Jose. Like San Francisco's right across the way.
Where to go look for what? For guys?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know.
Isn't Castro Street in San Francisco a place with a lot of wild stuff?
I don't know.
It's like 40 minutes away.
Yeah, how come you don't go to San Francisco?
I mean, I do. I have some friends up there that I go hang out with, but I'm not up there all the time.
This is not a dating service here.
The Blue Oyster Bar in San Jose is a great place.
We can tell you about a rash on your shaft if you want, but we don't. It's not a dating service.
Tom wants to know if you've ever had any STDs.
Well, I'm not looking for like you guys to be a dating service. I'm just looking for some like advice. Like,
all right, here's the advice. Basically, you're going to have. It's going to be quite a stretch for you to find a guy that's into the girl guy.
I'm not looking for someone who's into it. I just want someone who's okay with it. I mean, you know what I mean? Like what the difference is? Like I don't.
Maybe in one of those creepy chat rooms where,
Yeah, it's one place to meet guys.
They have this
dating
creepy kind of... But there's creepy ones.
I understand you don't want guys that are seeking this because those guys are weird. But what I will sort of posit is that guys that are okay with this are also going to be hard to find. And I think San Francisco is probably about as good a place as any kind of looking for that. This is Rachel. What's up, Rachel?
Send him off to San Francisco.
Hi,
He's 20, too. Rachel is 20.
I'm 17 years old.
That was the last one was 20?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there a way to talk him out of the whole operation thing?
Have you seen the movie?
That's like not like getting your lip pierced. You know what I mean?
He's already on meds and stuff. You can tell. Even the piercing freaks me out enough.
It's not like getting a tattoo on on your thigh or something.
Your ankle.
Yeah.
Have you seen the movie about the transsexual?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
What's it called?
What's her face?
Transamerica. Transamerica.
Yeah.
All right, Rachel, what's up?
Hi. Okay, so I'm 17 years old, and I personally have never smoked marijuana, and it's probably mainly because of my dad. So basically, he's been smoking for, I don't know, since way before he ever had me. Like, I think that's how my birth mother and him probably met. But supposedly he's been trying. My stepmom has, like, really tried to get him to quit because she's, like me, just isn't into it. But I was just wondering, like, yeah, I understand, like, or people have told me that it's addictive, but then other people have told me that it's not. So I want to know, one, if it is addictive, and
Rachel, categorically, there's not any debate about whether it's addictive. Mm-hmm. That's not open for debate. American Society of Addiction Medicine, American Academy of Psychiatry, whatever organization, professional organization you want to go to, all have not just concluded, it's overwhelmingly obvious. It's something we treat every day.
And what are the negative side effects of being addicted to marijuana?
Well, think that the reason people get this sense that it's not addictive is that they can function with it for very, very long periods of time, sometimes. And in all cases,
maybe even function better with it. Probably a lot of the time.
You could debate
some people
for a while. Some of the people with ADD and things feel that they're more comfortable with it. But the problem is that with time, without exception, depression starts to kick in, memory problems develop, concentration problems, disorganization, trouble initiating actions. And then what people do in response to that, because they've been relying on marijuana to regulate their feelings virtually their whole life.
Memory problems as well, huh?
They'll accelerate the use, and that accelerates the decline into the depression. And then if you stop, the depression can be very severe at that point.
Really?
So most people will switch at that point either to amphetamine or alcohol or opiates or something to try to manage all this. Rachel, I've rarely seen spontaneous remission of long-term marijuana use. It's extremely difficult. It's clear in some people marijuana operates on the opioid system. It's imminently clear. Not on everybody.
I don't know what the opioid system is. Is that like a water filter or
the
something?
Heroin system.
The
opiate, the endorphin system.
Okay.
And
the opioid system.
Once you get into
you said that as if we all knew exactly what that was.
You're right.
That's nothing to you.
I'm
That's
so glad you're here.
An opioid system to you is just like nothing.
And for you, it's like a water system.
It's like talking about making a sandwich or something.
Yeah, like bologna opiate.
Stop.
What?
Like, is it possible to stop? Or is
yes, but you got to take him to an MA meeting. You got to take, because when he goes to that meeting, he will.
They have that Marijuana Anonymous.
It's a very rapidly growing group, and
really?
the thing about marijuana is it affects all people the same.
I thought it was legal now in California.
It has, basically. It's not about legal, illegal. This whole issue of what
everyone's
drugs
talking
legal,
about
these
these restaurants you can go buy like cookies at and stuff now. And
whatever. It's
medical.
Again, you can go buy
stuff.
You can go buy alcohol, and it's bad times too.
Yeah,
and cigarettes, which is the worst.
That more addictive, cigarettes than marijuana?
More rapidly make more people dependent and more serious in terms of the medical consequences and the effect on the economy and whatnot. By far, cigarettes the worst. But it doesn't diminish the fact that a lot of people really struggle and have their lives profoundly affected by pot. Some people, not everybody. That's the other thing. It doesn't addict everybody. It's a weird drug that way. And people eventually get panic attacks and all kinds of crazy stuff from Rachel. You go to MA meeting. The fascinating thing about MA meeting is that everybody there has the same story. Marijuana addiction, when it affects people, it affects almost everyone pretty much precisely the same. Colleen, what's up?
Oh, hi. My boyfriend, he has his penis is on the smaller side.
I can help you with this.
Oh, Tom's an expert.
Okay. And I was wondering if there was any position to be in to make it feel longer.
Tom?
No, you're pretty well stuck with what you got. Yeah.
Most women are not interested in longer.
Well, I mean, I don't like too long, but it's kind of too short. But it doesn't really feel that good.
I should break up with the guy, probably.
No.
How short are we talking about here?
No, or
I hate that when that has to happen that way.
Really? Yeah.
Unless the guy's too big, then break up.
Yeah.
Colleen, what size are we talking about here?
Probably like around 4 inches.
Oh, who was that?
Somebody Anderson.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Wow.
Actually, it was Gunter Nelson.
Does your boyfriend concerned about this?
No, I haven't really told him that he's on the smaller side.
Yeah.
He thinks it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, and you hate it, right?
Well, yeah.
You're just
the foreplay is pretty good, but
yeah.
Did she say floor play?
Floor play, yeah.
But it's the actual intercourse.
Her brain is smaller than his penis, I think. She's very dumb.
No argument here.
Oh, can she hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's. I'm not sure what to say, because again, it's a problem.
Yeah.
I'm not the expert here.
Okay. He's throwing that one on me. Colleen.
Yeah.
How long have you been with this guy?
I would suggest maybe you just,
I've been with him about 5 months.
Do you really like him?
Yeah, I really do.
Have you had other boyfriends?
Yeah, I have.
How many?
And that's really important to you normally in a relationship, a big dong?
I've had like about 4 or so.
Why are you so sexually active so young?
You like them big, right? A big, giant dong?
When I was younger, I've been sexually abused by
Yes, I get that. I get that. I hear sexual abuse all over the place.
Yeah, I used to be really bad, like really, really sexual, but I've calmed down a lot.
Yeah.
Are you under treatment?
No, I used to see.
You're still on dong patrol, though. You know?
Well, what happens sometimes when people are sexually abused, particularly if it was painful and they're very young, is that it's hard for them to feel much below their waist. They have to get excessive stimulation.
Right.
Yeah. And things have to hurt and be overwhelming and all this kind of crap. But Colleen, please go back to treatment, okay? My crystal ball is heating up and the smoke is clearing, and I don't like what I'm seeing.
Okay. I have another question, actually.
Do you have what are your career goals?
Ooh,
I'm seeing.
Let's see.
I don't like what I'm seeing.
Want to be in the circus?
No.
I don't know. I'm kind of more traditional, like to be like a housewife raising the kids.
You're traditional.
All right, if you want to do that.
You're a traditional housewife with a big dong conquest quality.
With lots of floor play.
Syndrome,
yeah.
Colleen, I really think you should make
I think
sure
that's normal, though. You could tell her that's normal, right? Don't all women like that? That big, enormous dongs?
No, most women don't. Most women, that's just ouch.
Really? That's not really like a goal for all women to find a dude with a big sort of hanging sort of monster? Big sort of a shockster, you know?
That'd be Tom Green talking there. No,
I just assumed that was their goal.
Many more calls about too big than too little on this show.
Really?
Yeah. Which you'll be happy to know.
I think people just call about that because it sounds kind of weird or whatever.
No, that's actually clinically the case too. That most women, there's some women that are into that, but most are not. Yeah. So
well, that's interesting.
All right, Colleen.
We got a weird one here then.
Well, here's the deal. No, because she had the sexual abuse history.
Right.
Here's the deal. I think it's important that you continue to focus on treatment. You want a more sort of stable traditional life. Fantastic. I saw something with a poll in my.
So you're saying sexual abuse makes women crave large penises?
No, I'm not saying exactly that, but it can make them need sort of high levels of arousal sometimes.
Really?
Ted, what's up? Yeah, you're on with Tom Green. Ted.
Hi there.
Hey there, what's up?
Hey, I had some advice for Ariel, the trans woman who just called.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I bet you do.
I am right now. I am dating a transsexual right now. I'm a bio guy. Dating.
You're a what? You're a marine biologist. What are you?
You're a bio guy.
As in, I am
a bisexual guy.
I am a bisexual guy.
Yeah. Awesome.
And I'm dating a transsexual right now.
A pre-op or an active, like post-op kind of thing?
Pre-op.
God,
okay,
you know
pre-op.
the details, you know the questions to ask.
I know the lingo.
Yeah.
And so, Ted,
pre-op or post-op, would you say?
Is this girlfriend someone who's going to plan to go on and have the definitive surgery?
You know, he's planning to, but there's some issues just because it's hard to find a job when you're in the middle of transitioning.
I mean, he doesn't have insurance or can't pay for it?
Well, no, it's just if you're.
They don't want him serving Philly cheesesteaks at TGI Fridays when he's, walking around with his sort of legs crossed and.
Yeah,
laid up.
Database admin, so
Okay.
Laid up, yeah.
But Ted,
I would suggest not doing it anyways. Like, I don't know.
Well, he's got a boyfriend who's into the both parts.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's a point,
Ted, hey, what kind of guy is into?
What's the
profile?
Mind.
Can you tell me of a guy that's into the pre-op transsexual?
I met the guy that I met. I met him at a party, and I'm into him just because he's awesome.
All right, and where should Ariel go?
Noble. It's a noble quality you have.
Thank you. I'm a very noble person.
Yeah, no, it sounds good.
There's a lot of. First of all,
everybody should just be, friends and have fun together, and we should all ignore
groups of people who are cool with that. There's a lot of them in San Francisco.
I know a guy who's got a penis growing out of his neck, actually, and he's on our bowling team.
Yeah, the penis neck
great guy.
Bowling community is very, very active and beautiful.
Yeah.
There's
it's a good guy.
What?
Around the Castro, there's a whole bunch of lesbian and gay and transsexual centers.
Where?
It's called like the LGBT Center. It's in Castro. In the
Castro Street. That's what I said. I told him to go to Castro Street.
Also, generally,
Polk Street's a good one too.
Polk Street, yeah.
Just hanging around the gay male scene, a lot of them are really, really into male to female transsexuals.
Yeah, good to know.
Yeah.
So,
some
well, we can get that message out there.
Again, Ted, pre-op or post-op or both?
Usually more into the pre-op.
So why did the she-hims even bother going on to the...
Why do they want to lob it off?
Is that so they can be with the lesbian females?
Some do, some just because it
probably looks better in a dress, though, too, you know? You look better in a dress without that thing there.
Ted, thank you very much for your call. I'm fascinated by human beings, and I need more information. I'm naive and limited.
I would assume
in my
it's
scope.
wanting to put on a tight skirt or something like that. It kind of looks.
What he said, I think, is right. Is that they have a body image issue that's all part of this gender dysphoria thing, and they just want to do it. And the logic of it is a little flawed. It's literally
no. Clearly, the logic's off.
It's like saying I'm a three-limbed man caught in a four-limbed body, so you've got to take that limb off.
No logic.
I was born. I felt like I had three limbs.
Yeah.
And this fourth one is a nuisance. It doesn't belong to me. Take it off.
Yeah. But that's
probably similar.
Probably not a lot of people that do that, right?
No, they just focus on.
Is it very common?
They focus on taking the penis off. The surgery? Yes.
No, people that are lobbing off body parts. Just
the penis. Just the penis.
But is there a lot of people doing that? How many people a year do that in America? 10 or 10,000?
Not 10,000.
Or 1,000?
More like 1,000.
1,000 people a year in America.
I bet it's around.
Are
that
removing
number.
their genitals.
I bet it's in the hundreds of people are doing that.
My God.
If not, probably
1,000 a year remove their genitals. And are the genitals donated to other people who are looking for genitals?
I don't think so. No,
they're just tossed in the dumpster.
In the genital dumpster.
Really?
The genital.
They're just tossed aside like that.
Yeah.
Like what a waste.
There's a laundry chute just for peni.
Wasted genitals just being tossed in the trash for no reason.
There's a growing problem of genital waste. We'll have to talk about that.
My God. What are we going to do?
We'll find out. Tom Green in with us
tonight.
Stored
underground.
Phone number is 1-800
pickle jars.
LOVE191. We'll talk
formaldehyde,
about genital waste, and Tom Green's lack of a testy, and more
genital waste,
more calls, more rashes.
Store them with my testy
when we get back.
All the wasted genitals.
Loveline is coming back. Call 1-800-LOVE-191. Operators are standing by. Loveline will be back in a minute.
Go ahead, Tom.
Dr. Drew here. You're listening to Loveline. My name is Tom Green. We're here with Dr. Drew, and we're taking your calls.
We're rock and rolling
here. What's the number here to call at?
1-800-LOVE191. Rock and roll, Tom.
1-800-LOVE, 1-800-rock and roll, right? No?
Tonight only.
Oh, okay. 1-800-LOVE. I'm shooting a little stuff right now for my website.
That's nice.
I've got my little camera.
That's
shooting
cool.
a little stuff for TomGreen.com. I put little video blogs up on there all the time.
So if people want to see what we did tonight, what we looked like when we were sitting here.
Yeah, you can go on and check it out. I'll probably post this up later on tonight.
Oh! Why don't you throw this picture of the penis being reconstructed?
Here we go. Here's a picture of
a
penis being reconstructed. You can see this on the internet. The internet's full of this kind of smut. That's the good thing about it.
This is the clinical stuff here. Oh. This is going to take a second. Why don't I pot up a call here while
we're going to have to set up.
Okay. David, what's up? You're on Tom Green.
Hey, I got a question for you. I got a tattoo about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and because me and my friend do tattoos, and we got this bottle of ink. It was blood red, and it said that in California it's known that it may cause cancer, but after doing the tattoo, I got like 8 cysts on my arm by the tattoo, like around it. And
what was the tattoo of? Was the tattoo of 8 cysts?
No, I got about 8 cysts growing after I did the tattoo.
Okay, and it was a tattoo of how many cysts?
No, it was a tattoo of a skull, and I had.
Oh, of a skull. Was there cysts? Were there cysts on the skull?
No, they just started popping up on my arm.
Okay, but was there any tattoos of cysts on the skull?
No.
Okay, so they were real cysts then?
Yeah.
Not tattoos of cysts?
Yeah, they're real cysts, and they popped up like
8 real cysts, and how many tattoos?
I just did one tattoo with it.
But there was one tattoo of a skull, 8 real cysts, and then how many tattoos of cysts on the skull?
No.
Was there more than 8 total when you include the tattooed cysts?
Hey, Tom, just take a picture of this.
Okay.
Reconstruct the penis.
I'll stop confusing.
David, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not a tattoo expert. I would consult with someone who knows something about that. You said there's something about the particular ink. I really don't know anything about that now.
Yeah.
This is Dana. What's up?
Just don't get any tattoos. How about?
Hey, Dana, what's happening? Give him a good picture.
Yeah, I'm here on Loveline.
Hold
We're
on
here on
a second,
Loveline.
Dan.
We're here on Loveline. I'm shooting some video for TomGreen.com. Dr. Drew is showing me
This is where the forearm starts.
penis
here.
reconstruction
You know,
photos.
Well, this is actually a penis made out of a forearm.
If you go to my site later on tonight, you'll be able to see these photos yourself, people. You'll be able to see penises growing out of forearms.
What's up, Dana?
On TomGreen.com. That's going to draw some serious traffic to me. I appreciate that. Everybody loves to see a penis growing out of a forearm. Thanks to Dr. Drew.
You're
You
welcome.
can now see
I'm
that here.
Proud of myself.
Thanks.
What's that, Dana? What's going on?
I would like to know the name of the book that you always reference to. I purchased Cracked for just about everybody I know.
Oh, you're very kind. Which book Which book are you talking about?
The one that you always refer to like all the...
Rash on your shaft away.
Wait, what book is that?
The anatomy one, your medical one that you always break out.
No more rash on shaft.
Why do you want that?
Well, I'm just curious because you're always constantly referencing to it. And
You want to look along with us?
Is this the book here she's
So you
talking
have to
about?
understand, it drives people crazy when you're constantly showing this book. It drives me crazy. You're constantly saying, like, look at this picture.
I
and
always
it's like,
like
no one can see it.
knowledge. Knowledge is power.
All right, it's called the World's Best Anatomical
I think,
Charts.
Drew, you write a lot of books, right?
Anatomical chart.
Anatomical charts. World Best Anatomical Charts.
How many books have you written?
Me, like 3.
3 books?
Yeah. 2, really.
Maybe we could do one together, you and I. Rash on Shaft Away.
Yes, just
by Dr. Drew with commentary and additional comments.
I just think
Tom
Rash
Green.
on Shaft is enough. It's sort of like it has a ring like Hop on Pop.
Rash on Shaft.
And we'll have a little
then there's
Dr.
a little
Seuss
sort of description, you know.
No, a little Dr. Seuss characters and would you, could you.
Like a coloring book, maybe.
Rash on Shaft.
You could color in the rash and he shot.
Hop on Pop. Remember that book? Yeah, it's like
Hop
that.
on Pop.
Yeah, it's like that.
Tom, you're a
Rash
nut.
I think Rash on Shaft is the sequel to Hop on Pop, actually. It's what happens immediately after. Believe it or not.
Okay,
New fish.
Wait, did you even ask a question? Or did we
I got it.
What was her question?
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. Thanks for your
What did she say?
Good.
All right, take care.
I wasn't even
She
paying
wanted
attention.
to name a book. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. Right.
Here is Katie.
Hello there, Katie.
Katie, you're on with
From
Tom,
Tennessee.
Tom Green.
From Tennessee?
Yeah.
That's cool.
All right,
That's you.
me.
I
Okay.
love Tennessee.
It's nice, isn't it?
First of all, I'd just like to say to you, Dr. Drew, that about a year ago I had called in when I was dabbling in meth, and I had asked what customs were of that, and you had warned me. You said, Katie, you will start thinking people are out to get you. You'll start thinking all these crazy things, and you'll become hopelessly addicted. And
You were dabbling in meth.
Did that happen to you?
Yes, but really, you know, it was my impending addiction.
Yeah.
And so I just wanted to thank you for warning me, even though I didn't listen to you, but I did get off of it, and it was 3 months of horrible suffering and backaches. And
I know. Yeah, that's all.
You can always get back on it.
I'm sorry?
Well done, Katie. You in a program now? You doing 12-step?
Oh, no, actually, I did it all by myself. I hid it from my parents because I was so ashamed because my mom was a drug task force officer.
Wow.
And I did it all by myself and suffered by myself, but it was quite worth it because I'd see myself in the mornings, you know, like driving back from a hotel after being up all night. I'd see these people jogging, you know, thinking how healthy they were, and it just disgusted me. I was so jealous, and so...
Yeah, disgust is a motivator. Disgust and fear of dying and disgust are the two most common motivators.
I saw girls just a few years older than me, and I was like, I don't want to look like that in a few years. And
Here's the deal, though,
my
Katie.
friends to get off of it. So
You know how good I am at predicting the future?
damn good.
Okay. Now, unless you do something to sort of help manage your recovery, this is going to resurface.
Oh, I know. I've been off of it actually for quite a long time now. Like, I mean, it wasn't 8 months ago. It was just like that's when I got clean. Was after the 8-month period after you told me. I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking straight.
How dabbly were you? Like, I mean, when you say dabbling, how much of a dabble was it? Like, was it a daily dabble?
It was twice a week. But
Twice a week, yeah.
It became like 3-4 times a week, then every day, and then, you know...
Every day. Is every day dabbling, Dr. Drew? Is that
get from dabbling to...
no longer dabbling after that, but...
No, you were not dabbling, no. No dabbling.
When I called.
No
Yes,
longer
that-
dabbling.
Katie.
No longer, no.
Dabbling.
Katie.
But, hold on, I want to get my point across because I have some things to say to you too, Tom.
You don't want to say dabbling over and over?
Sorry, forgive me.
Dabbling.
Okay.
Dabbling.
Well, anyway, I just want to say your advice was correct, and I am off of it, and I did have one relapse, and I hated it the whole time that I was high, and I will never turn back to it again.
When was the relapse?
I work at a strip club now, and it pays for my college.
What do you do there at the strip club? You change the records in the jukebox?
I give dances.
Oh, give dances. Wow.
That's right, and I dance to that a lot, actually.
My God.
Katie, stage 3. Katie, stage 3.
My God. Cool.
Exactly. Actually,
Katie, listen. Katie, before you told me all about the strip bar and everything, I already looked in my crystal ball, and I guarantee you there is future drug use. It may not be amphetamine,
right?
But I guarantee you there is future drug use.
What other kind of drugs do they do at the strip club?
And/or behavioral addictions, unless you take some treatment.
Is Tennessee known for drugs?
Actually, I just moved to Washington, but that's where I am from. And Dr. Drew, I know, and that's the stereotype and that's the statistics, but I have
It's not a stereotype. It's not a stereotype. It's a medical fact.
A lot of drugs in Tennessee.
With the
Elvis died of drugs in Tennessee.
With the biology of addiction, such as it is.
Died on the toilet.
And again, you're not listening to me, so you're going to have to find out for yourself, but there will be future drug use unless you do something. And next time it's going to be pretty bad.
Be careful. Be careful out there.
I've consulted my crystal ball, and it's intense. Here's a Tom question. Jessica.
Hi. I just want to say hi to Tom, and I love you, and oh my God, I want to marry you.
Wow. That's really nice. That's really nice. Well,
you know, dabble?
And now, do you have any rashes or
she dabbles.
You know, a penis you're looking to get rid of or anything like that? You know, we have to figure these things out first before we start talking marriage.
Yeah, actually, I found this penis the other day on the street corner.
Just lying at the side of the road.
It was part of that problem with the genital waste.
Oh, yeah, they're getting 1,000 of them, by the way, are just getting tossed away. It's like the shark fin problem, you know? I don't know if you heard about the Taiwanese are just, they lob the shark fin off and toss the shark back in the water. Same thing's going on here in America with male genitalia.
They throw the guys back in the ocean.
Just getting cast aside like chaff.
Wow, that's really sad.
Well, do you have any medical problems you want to talk about, or
no
rashes or anything like that?
No rashes. I just want to say I'm in love.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
18. Wow. You got a very young audience on the show, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. Like everyone seems like they're in their 20s and
teens.
Yeah, that's cool.
Jessica, you in college now?
No. I just applied.
Where are you going to go?
I applied to UPS in Oregon.
Isn't that a FedEx competitor? Like an overnight delivery service of some sort?
University.
I think you might have applied at a courier service and not at a college. Did you? You should double check that just before you start.
UPS is the University of Puget Sound in.
Okay. Well, if you show up and they give you brown pants and a brown hat and a brown shirt,
brown nose,
you're at the wrong place.
All right, we're going to take a little break. And thanks, Jessica, for the call. It's 1-800-LOVE-191. Tom Green, TomGreen.com. See him on the Tonight Show. Movie coming out is called
Prankstar.
Prankster or Prankstar?
Prankster. It's not coming out for a while. We're just still editing it.
Keep your eye out for it, though.
Working on it.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hello, this is your radio. Loveline will be right back.
Rock and roll, Tom.
Wow, no, this is really rock and roll now. This is really exciting. I feel now all of a sudden the whole thing's changed, Dr. Drew. No offense. But, I mean, it's WKRP in Cincinnati now.
Well, why don't you explain what that means, Tom?
It's actually WKRP in Cincinnati right now.
It's that music from that era.
No, I mean a lot more than that.
And we have a surprise guest from
Lonnie Anderson just walked in here, ladies and gentlemen.
Hi, I've been added to the mix.
Yes, she
This
has.
is great.
Well, Tom
Thank
just
you.
added you in.
Yes, he did. I feel very at home here, you
This
guys.
is exciting. Lonnie just wandered in right here like this.
Well, I'm working.
You're shooting a show, right?
Well, I'm working. Absolutely.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have a job to do.
Oh, you're working here at the radio station?
I'm seeing what it's like from the other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Not just shooting a pretend show, but actually having a job.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
What has I've been screening some of your calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was with the screeners. I'm just so surprised and kind of shocked, really,
kinds of stuff they're
at
calling
what
with.
people have to say. But
It's a little raunchy around here.
I think.
Yeah, it's my
but
first time on the
still
show.
There are some questions that need to be answered.
That's absolutely true.
And you're the guy.
And this is what's going on in our country, unfortunately. So here we go. Let's talk first to Mallory. This is Mallory. What's up, Mallory? 17?
Yes, hi.
Hey.
The deal is that
I'm a senior in high school, and this guy and me have kind of had like a crush on each other since our freshman year, since we met, and nothing's really happened until this year, and that's when I gave my virginity up to him.
Wow.
But
this is serious.
now,
you only get to do that once.
yeah, and I thought it was really special, but now he's like, we're in the same classes, and we used to hang out all the time, and now we don't talk anymore. Like, he barely even looks at me, and I don't understand why.
What do you think, Lonnie?
Well,
Hold on a second, Mallory.
I need to know, my son is 17. He's a junior in high school. And have you talked to him about this? I mean, I really
The boy?
think it's, the boy.
Well, I've tried to, but, like, he just, like, he seems like he doesn't want to talk to me. And, like, he told me things like he's going to join the Army when he's 18, and he told me he didn't want to get into a relationship before he leaves because he didn't want to get too attached, which I understand because my cousin's in the service.
That old line, huh?
Right. It would have been something.
The old getting in the Army line.
Unfortunately, Mallory, this is a very painful lesson. I've yet to have met a woman who didn't wish she had waited longer.
That actually happened to me as well, actually.
You wish you'd been...
Yeah, when I lost my virginity when I was 31.
And you wish you waited longer?
And you wish you waited longer?
The woman just wouldn't talk to me afterwards.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. But
she ignored me.
Everyone I've ever met wished that she'd waited longer, no matter what age it was. And at 17, it's still quite young, and it's got to be very painful for you. And
that's not that young these days, is it?
It isn't these days, but it's still in reality quite young. And here's the deal: you get very attached to that person. And oftentimes the males don't reciprocate, or the women don't understand that the males don't experience the same thing, and it can be very shattering and uncomfortable. And here you are. And he is going off, and believe him when he says this, he's not going to have a relationship. You can't wish it into something. It's just not going to be what you wish it would be. And maybe next time you'll be a little more careful, take more time, make a careful assessment who the guy is and what your needs are in the relationship before
you jump into sex. How long were you guys going out for before this, the act occurred, this sort of illicit act?
Well, like, we weren't dating, but, like, we were seeing each other off and on through the 4 years we've been in high school.
4 years, and then finally you did this sort of nasty...
Yeah, because I tried...
Sort of dirty deed, filthy
We don't
deed.
want to think of it like that.
Well, it's 17.
No. Well, I mean,
you were dating for 4 years?
No, we weren't. We were just, like, dating, like, on and off, I guess you could say. But nothing really happened until this year. And we were like...
Well, that seems pretty appropriate, a 4-year courtship when you're 17. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
No, you shouldn't be ashamed, but you should learn from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it hurts kind of because, like, we were more like best friends. Like, we get along so good, and now
the guy's a loser.
Hey, what'd you guys do?
The guy's a loser.
What'd you do for birth control?
I'm sorry?
What'd you do for birth control?
We used protection, and then
What kind of protection were you using?
Like, we were using condoms, and
Condoms,
now
yeah.
I'm on birth control. And
Yeah. All right. Why are you in birth control now if you're not with the guy anymore?
Because my mom found out.
Oh,
That's the whole thing. Like, we both wanted to keep it a secret, I guess you could say, because we didn't
like
want
Romeo and Juliet, kind of.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Except
Only we don't
Mallory's mom took her to the gynecologist. A little bit different than Juliet's situation.
Yeah,
a little different.
That's
Okay.
true.
All right, Mallory. Good luck. Hang in there. It's gonna. You will move on and have a real
I think
relationship
that guy's
with somebody.
a jerk, though.
We do too. We don't like
I don't
the
care
guy.
if you were friends with him.
We
for
don't
4
like
years.
him, Mallory. We don't like him. Okay.
Start hanging out with better people.
Got it.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Drew. Thanks, Tom.
Take care.
Guy's a jerk.
All right, Lonnie. Here we go. This is Autumn. What's up, Autumn?
Mistreating a nice girl like that. You know?
Hello.
Poor thing.
What's happening?
What's going on? I was just wondering what your take is on online dating. I've been dating a few guys online, and I meet them in public places a lot, but a few have asked me to come over to their house, and I'm not too sure about that. And
What do you think?
I'd be terrified.
Online dating?
And I would be terrified if you were my daughter.
Are you talking about online dating? Or are you talking about chat room hookups kind of thing?
no, like, I actually meet these people on, like, the sites, the dating sites and stuff. I don't go online and chat. Like,
Where do you meet him in a public place? Define public, like at night in an alley, or like a cuckoo chicken.
no, like out here. I live in a small town in Arizona, like really small.
Yeah.
And out here, it's really hard to go out with your friends and drink and stuff. All my friends are older and I'm younger.
Yeah.
So there isn't that many people to see. And when I meet people online, we'll go out.
Why don't you hang out with some people your own age that aren't getting drunk all the time?
I don't get drunk. I don't drink.
Okay, that's good.
I'm not sure what you're asking us. Is dating online?
Because I'm interrupting all the time.
Is it good
It's my
for
fault.
me? I mean, is it not good to be dating online? Should I get out more?
Yes, you should get out. We have grave concerns about the flesh meeting of people online because you really don't know who you're going to deal with. And please, yes, public places, but bring a friend with you always.
What did you honestly think?
Alex, what's up? There's one more. Alex.
I was trying to think, though, what did she honestly think the answer was going to be?
I know. Well, I think she just wanted to hear it.
Is it bad to meet strange men in alleys on the internet?
Yeah, I know. Agreed. Alex, what's up? Well, dating services, people don't understand quite what they're getting into. Some of these matching services are good. Some of them are.
Sure.
Alex, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, so I have a little bit of a problem. So my question is, I cannot figure out why I'm a sex addict. I'm 17, and I've lost my virginity when I was 15, and ever since then, I've slept with a good 30, 40 tops people.
Were you sexually abused as a child?
I was.
Okay, well, that's why. That is a recipe for sexual addiction. It's a recipe for sexual acting out. Our culture does a horrible job of sort of identifying and realizing what has happened to you and why you do the things you do. Or the culture goes, oh, it's cool. The girl's into this, whatever she's into. No. This is called acting out. This is the consequence of sexual abuse. Are you an addict also to other chemicals?
I am an addict, actually. I am in NA, so...
All right. Well, NA, the polydrug addiction, sexual addictions always go together. You should maybe head over to SA. Are you working with a sponsor right now in NA?
I am working with a sponsor.
Okay, then take the sponsor's direction.
I have a similar problem to the sex addict problem. I want to be a sex addict.
And you just can't quite pull it off?
Can't quite pull it off, yeah.
What does your sponsor say?
Well, my sponsor...
No, I mean Tom's.
Maybe I need a sponsor. That's probably my problem.
What does yours say, Alex?
Well, my sponsor is just like stay away from relationships for the first year. And it's not even relationships. Like...
I know, but she means your sponsor's
just jumping on anything that moves pretty well.
Your sponsor's a she, yes?
On the bus.
Yeah, she's a she.
Yeah. Look, just follow her direction. Do not pretend you're not doing, but pretend you're sort of getting by on a technicality. Follow her direction explicitly. Yeah. No new contact for this year. And if you can't have a sort of a abstinence from sexuality right now, you need to go to SA, or either that or get checked by a psychiatrist.
What's SA?
Sex Addicts Anonymous.
Sex Addicts. Yeah.
Sometimes bipolarity can figure in here. Sometimes therapy can be helpful. But with the sexual abuse in childhood, with the biology of addiction, that is a recipe for addiction, and it's something that's, like with any other addiction, it's extremely difficult to stop. Mm-hmm. Now you're in NA, you have a sponsor, you know the basic principles. Apply them here too. Right, Lonnie?
Exactly right. I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Right, that's good. Tom.
It's amazing. It's we're here with Lonnie Anderson. It's exciting. We're sitting here on the radio. It's like WKRP in Cincinnati. It's actually like it really is happening right here. And we're talking to young people about their sex addictions.
And listening to 70s rock and roll.
It's who would have ever thought that would ever happen,
Well, I certainly never thought I'd be on the air with you guys and in this kind of frank discussion.
We're learning a lot about the world.
And we're going to take a break.
Yeah.
Be right back.
We'll be right back.
Hello? Who's this?
This is Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191. Loveline will be right back.
God.
Well, Tom, Lonnie, that about does it for another episode of Loveline.
It's amazing.
Thank you. TomGreen.com. Look out for Prank Star. Check him out on The Tonight Show.
Oh, so awesome to be here. So awesome.
You're a very funny guy.
Oh, thanks, Lonnie.
Thank you.
So nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
I love listening to you.
Thank you so much, and thank you. It's been a pleasure and an honor.
Oh, thank you.
Sharing the mics with somebody that's a radio legend of sorts.
Oh,
yes,
thank
absolutely.
you. This has been my pleasure. Thanks.
Okay. Well, Tom, you'll come back, yes?
Yeah, thank you so much. I enjoyed taking all these calls. I think I actually may have acquired a rash just over the 2 hours here.
What's the name of our book? Rash on Shaft?
Rash on Shaft.
That's going to be our new
Rash on Shaft.
Look for that for
Rash on Shaft.
Green and Penske. Until next time, as Dr. Drew saying good night and stay well.
I remember I did one of those kind of little hip hop sort of hugs.
I know. I thought it was just cool.
Where
I thought you were being cool.
No, I was rubbing my groin against you. I'm like, I'm smooth.
Yeah. This has been Loveline. Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Annie Gold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.